Hey folks, just a small thing right here at the start. I did have some pretty severe audio desync going on, mainly between the game and the game's sound. Now I have no idea why this happened today, it's worse than it has been usually. If anyone has any suggestions or any reasons why this happens when recording the Switch via the Elgato, feel free to hit me up in the comments, that would be really helpful. I didn't realise until just now there's really nothing I can do about it, but hopefully it's not too annoying, and go enjoy the video, blah 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 blah. Hey folks, this is Vagrant and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. It is a lovely 10th of May, I think it's a Sunday, I don't really know. It's a little bit later than we've been playing lately, but I just got my morning stuff done, and I did wake up at the heady time of 9:30. Now, I did actually buy turnips this week, finally. I put them all here, so I only did... I spent about 350,000. I got like near enough an inventory's worth. I'm trying to find the exact amount of money you should have on you in order to buy turnips that fills your inventory completely and leaves no like money left over. It's quite hard to do actually. It's probably impossible to do because the turnip price changes each week. Right, so what are we doing today? Well, most of the regular stuff has been done. There's two main things I want to do. The first is work. I've been panicking a little bit about the museum, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking, do I actually like this? And I think I do, but I think the fact it doesn't blend in with the rest of the whole thing is kind of bugging me right now. I also really hate this bit here. This here. This is not going to be the case. The house is going to be down... Well, I think the house is going to be in this position, but further forward. So basically the path here, where it is fine, will go straight across. And then you'll go up to the house from there, and you'll go straight across here again, further to the right, and then it'll drop down. So this whole... You're not going to curl around here, basically. Other than that... That's about it. So we're going to work on the museum a little bit, and then we're going to go try to catch some of these fish that we still need. So, remember in the last video we talked about it, I've cleared out the whole water feature that was up here. We will be building something else as a replacement. But we're doing like a little mess hall, sleeping area sort of thing. I really just want to get the camping cots in. What are they called? Camping cots, yes. So I'm going to put those in, and hopefully just make it look like I want it to look, basically. I don't know how to describe that. Just want to keep it... You've got to keep those straight. Unfortunately, because the dirt doesn't curve around the path, you have to have straight lines, otherwise it'll just look funky. And not in a cool way. Not in like the way that I'm an exceptionally funky person, but in the way that it's going to look rubbish. So, just going to knock these walls down. And we need to think a little bit about how deep we don't want it to be too deep. I'm just thinking, as dangerous as that seems. Let's have a little nip around this corner and see what we can do. Ooh, there's just flowers everywhere. So you're still going to walk up here and to the left, and then you're going to experience whatever we're going to put here. This is obviously all getting flattened as well. I think what we're going to do over here is basically bring the side in and make it match up with, you know, we've got the... Hello, lovely, how you doing? I'm sure it'll be an amazing day. It is. Well said. So, I think we're going to do on the right-hand side kind of what we're doing over here with the path and then the gap and then the hedges and stuff like that. Just kind of get a little bit of symmetry going, so I'll probably bring in to here. How's that going to work? I have no idea. Let's see. See if we can figure it out. Oh, I was also thinking, by the way, what I should do is put a ramp in. A ramp-a-rooney. I've got like a spare ramp I'm not really doing anything with. I thought here would be like the logical... No, wait, here? Yeah, here. Right there. Boom. And I think that would tie things together a little bit nicer. I think once you get up there and into that sort of region, it gets quite difficult to get back down towards the museum and stuff like that. So I'd like to open the area up a little bit more. I have no idea how I'm doing this. I can go in by one more. I quite like the idea of the hedge going right past the edge, if you know what I mean. So on the cliff to the left, right here, is going to be where the hedgerow is. I think it'll look quite nice. So that's symmetrical. No, let's knock this down by one. And then that'll probably be big enough. I still don't know how this is all going to come together. I had a brief, I don't want to call it a panic attack, but a brief thing this morning where I was like, is this working at all? And right now I think it looks a little messy, but did I already tell this story? I did. But we'll get there. And I'm going to make you sit through this just because it's not much of it. So we'll put the beds in here. I don't know what else we'll put in here. I do have a couple more lanterns, you know, that we picked up yesterday, so we'll put a couple of lanterns in here as well. Nee. Buff up our... Yeah, I think maybe like a little table with some food or something on it as well would suit really well. It's that kind of it's like a mess hall, you know, like if you're in the army or something like that. I haven't worked on a paleontological dig, but I assume you have like a mess tent, typically, where people, you know, eat and such. I'm just going to assume that I don't know why I'm going to assume paleontological digs are just like the army, which of course I know so much about, having never been in the army. But I have played Call of Duty, so I guess you could say I'm somewhat of an expert. There's Fauna going a little oh. See, she's loving it. It's just this bit here at the bottom I don't know what to do. I'm tempted to cut down into there. Oh, we might do that. Yeah, let's do that as well. I'm going to cut down into here and block this off as well, and then there's 2 ways in. And then what we can do then is make this like a cliff just like on the other side. It's gonna match. I'm going to have to move the tree and stuff, but that's okay. Trees are for nerds. Opens the whole thing up a little bit more. And plus I like this now, this kind of... Yeah. Yeah. I think so. My only concern is it's massive. It really is. But I think if you look at the amount of room people usually spend on their museum, all the design work people do and the multiple ramps and everything like that, I still think it's probably less of an imprint than what people usually end up with. I'm guessing, anyway. It's close. And it's different. I like that it's different. I want to be a hipster. So we're going to have to move this little baby tree. This looks like it's trying to give me it looks like a zombie trying to give me a high five. It's actually slightly concerning. Let's just grab a shovel and get that out of the way. And we have to go grab the tree from up there as well and then bring this cliff in. And then we'll put some hedgerows along this side here and we'll be looking good. And we can put some... Oh, well, we're going to put stuff in there. It's the mess hall. Yeah, numpty. Okay. Let's put these camping cots in. Doop, doop. Nice. Yeah, they look cool. They look like the kind of thing we'd use. Well, they look like you use them for camping, which is very much the point. Nope, stop trying to paint them. Grab it, pull it down. I'm going to push this one further to the wall as well. This might be a little bit tight. Oh no, terrible things have happened. You going to let me rotate? I didn't think so. Why would that be different? Did I approach this from a different angle? I must have done. I was thinking... Oh no. I don't know anymore. There we go. Right, sorted. And a little lantern over here in the corner. What I was thinking I might do is put this one vertically. It's meant to be a little bit rough and tumble, you know, it doesn't have to be... Oh no. Okay, let's just move that one. I'm going to push this one against the wall. Maybe not that far. Oh, life is pain, ladies and gentlemen. Never let anyone tell you otherwise. There we go. Okay, something like that. It doesn't have to be... I might actually just make them imperfect. A little bit. I'd love to be able to put it on like a diagonal. I don't know, I'll think about that, but I like the idea that it's not necessarily meant to be perfect and stringent. But that's fine. Let's get a lantern. We don't need a lantern over there. We probably do one in here though. There's one more outside though. I'm gonna stick one over here. Just dotting them around. It looks pretty cool at night. It just lights up a little bit. It's not crazy, but it's cool. Come on. Okay. If I don't make the noise effects, it won't work. Okay then. Got our tunes blasting. I might put this in the mess hall area then instead. Can I put it on the cart? That would be amazing. That's not amazing. That's rubbish. Come here. Come here. Come here. We're going to go sit in the corner instead. You've been a very bad cassette player. Deserve to be punished. There we go. Okay, then we just need a rope fence. I think I'll put the rope fence now going right across here as well. And then it'll end in a gap there, and then, yeah, we can make this work. We can make this work. Gonna just trash all my flowers. Rold's getting hench, as he always does. I'm gonna plant this tree. Should be fine there. And let's grab a cherry. Do, 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 do. There really wasn't anything exciting in the shop today. There was another TV, which I bought because I actually forgot to buy the TV yesterday. I was walking around with the money in my inventory all day. And then at some point I looked at my inventory and saw I had 99k bells sitting in a bag. I was thinking, why do I have so many bells? What have I got these for? These are pointless. And got rid of them. Well, not got rid of them, like I didn't kill them. But I moved them away. Unfortunately. Okay, cool. And we have another cedar tree for our for our campsite. Which is gonna go somewhere. There it is, come on. Get rid of that. Come on! Really? There we go. Ah! Anyways, yeah. All turnips done, everything's looking good. Plant these. Nice. Hey Daisy. How you living, girl? You need to do something about that. You've got a condition, Daisy, okay? You need to see a doctor. It's getting ridiculous. I need more trees over on that top left side. I know that. It's quite hard to navigate right now. Maybe I need to push that a little bit. But it's okay. I think when we get the actual path in, it'll feel better. I'm also very unsure now about this little water feature on the left. It was never meant to be permanent. I think if we got some trees and stuff on it, it might look... Look at him go. It might look better, but yeah, right now I'm not super happy with it right now. What we can do then... Oh, I really should grab those orchid mantises. Is we can knock this wall down here. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. I would like it to be a little haphazard on the left, but because it's kind of connected to what we're designing up on the top as well, we can't really do that. We still have to do. There we go. I have a full-on dig site. There might be some little details we can do. Like I said, we are going to move the museum and then put it back and, you know, get it nice and dirty. I do want to put a path in the middle. We might do that today as well, but I'm pretty happy with it. I do think it needs a ramp. Maybe we can build a ramp. Like just here. Because at the moment, to get down there again, I have to walk down here and then walk down here. It's not... Okay, I admit that it's not like a massive like thing. It's not that bad at all, but I just like everything to feel very interconnected, you know? And right now it doesn't. So we could maybe put a ramp there. I don't know what it would be. Probably the wooden one, I think. Oopsie daisy. Do that a lot. I think the wooden one down there would look really cool. And then we kind of like rub this area off as well. The hedgerow is going to come up to about here, and I like the idea of like being able to walk past the campsite and the dig site. I just want everything to feel like it's all multi-tiered and on top of each other and all links in and stuff. And we did save 2 ramps by getting rid of what we were doing in the museum. So I think we can justify another one. I did actually go into Photoshop and redo everything, kind of like design it again. And I think I included a ramp here. So we need some cashola. We don't need too much cashola, but I have no cashola. I am getting a little bit on the poor side. Let's get 150? 170? Only down to 2 million. Now, I need to spend at least 600,000, 650,000, 700,000. Yeah, I need to spend 700,000 moving buildings. So I'm down to really 1.3 million-ish. And then that's only 6 ramps or so. So I think what we're going to do is just every week I'm going to do the turnips. Even if I have to pay and go into someone's random-ass island, every week we'll do at least one big turnip sell. That's all we're going to do. I don't want to be a turnip lord anymore, you know. But I'm tempted by, like, I think that one's going to fit in better, though. Yeah, for sure. What about the metal? I think the metal might be too put together for me. I think the log one is the best bet. It's got like a temporary structure kind of feel to it, you know? That's way more expensive than I thought it was. Phew. We'll just go see if this works. If it doesn't, we can get rid of it. Or we can keep it and we'll inevitably use it somewhere else. We have already got a log incline as well, so it's cool to... Like, I don't mind mixing and matching across the island, but it'd be nice if there are, like, consistent themes. You know? Log is the theme, okay? Can I do this from here? Do I have to be down at the bottom? Yeah, okay. I might have to move some stuff out of the way. I'd love it to go, like, left to right. Maybe I could do it over here. No, then I think it just... Oh, well, let's have a look, see what it looks like going down, and then we'll go from there. Okay, let me imagine it. I think I want it one spot to the left. How does that help? I can't see a bloody thing. No, game, stop it. What if I did it over... I don't think it's going to let me do it over there, is it? Actually, it might do. Might do. Obviously, I'd knock it. The top is getting knocked in anyway. As in that extra tier. I like the idea of it going left to right, because I don't really do that. Like, it's been so long since I had a staircase go left to right. I think I'm gonna put it there. I'm just gonna move everything out of the way first. It's only this and this that I need to worry about. Let's put the shovel over here, I think. Okay, not what I wanted. It's kind of at the entrance, you know? You're coming in to do some work, grab a shovel on the way. Makes sense. And we'll drop the fossil just somewhere. I'd like to do some like dig site stuff in here as well. It's not diggy enough. There we go. Yeah, let's go for it. I think this will look cool. Is that the same place? I don't care, let's go for it. Maybe I could go one further to the top. Up there. It's important, okay? I think that's what I want. Where? Okay. Because of the grass being kind of annoying, what I'm going to do instead is put it so it's tight against this bottom wall. Just like that, I think. Because that will make less grass appear in theory, and you'll see a lot less of it. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, I like that. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Ugh, I'm going to bite the bullet. I feel scared. Life is pain. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Let me just a bit about. So we've got the 2 inclines going up to the shops. So that's 2. We've got 1 leading up to the orchard. That's 3. We've got 1 leading down to the dig site. That's 4. We've got 1 that's going to take us up to the second tier over on the right hand side. That's 5. We've got 1 near red. That's 6. Is that it? I think so. I don't think I've got any other inclines planned. I scrapped a lot of them. It must be said. So we can maybe use 1 behind the house to do something, or just somewhere else on the map. I might want 1 on the bottom right where the houses are, but no, I can feel confident that this is okay. Hey, I'm pal. How you doing, pal? You good, pal? Buddy boy? Mate? Skipper? Ugh, take my money. Ugh. This will also help it a little bit, I think, to just feel more integrated with the rest of the island. I think a lot of that's going to be doing like cliffs and stuff like that, but I think that's going to be cool. Yeah, just whoop, go up there. Bam. Easy. Drag that along there. Leave a gap there. Ends over there. Now that this is integrated with the cliff as well, it feels better to me. I think putting the hedge in will make that look nicer as well, and then having that gap at the top where you go down into the staircase. Cool. Cool. It's coming together very slowly. Let's see if I've got any hedge. I even like this bit now. I'm wondering if I want to move my house so it's like straightforward here. The only problem with that is I've already started to build Red's little thing here. But I guess it doesn't matter, right? The house can be like right here, basically. And then just have like a little path off to the side that drops down over there. I think I'd rather have the house in this sort of area. And then you can come down, you can hop to the left, we can put something else here, and then into the turnip farm. I wouldn't mind making the turnip farm big enough to hold like a whole inventory, so we might extend this out anyway. We need another like 2, 3 columns, probably 3 or 4 columns more. Who knows? That's the fun. I'm a very enigmatic, mysterious kind of guy, you know, who bears his entire life onto YouTube. Fun. Right. What am I doing? What are we doing? I want to get a couple of rope. And I want a couple of hedges as well. That should be enough, actually. I'll do. I still like the idea of integrating a fossil, but I don't know how that's going to work, really. Maybe behind it? Maybe if we like make the area behind the cliff, behind the museum, the first cliff, if we make that like 2 spaces wide, like this bit here, if that was, well, this is easy. If this was 2 blocks wide, we could maybe put a statue up there behind the museum. I don't know how I feel about that. I think we end up blocking this off as well, because this doesn't need to be open like this. But I'm not going to worry about that until we've done that whole sort of top area shebang. Right, so, Roop. I also need to put together some simple panels. I keep forgetting to do it. Just like little advertisement boards, like info boards, all about the museum. And what we'll do is we'll put those right here. Maybe even a little sign saying left for like the mess hall, and we'll put like a little table in there, like I said, and right for like the main entrance and stuff like that. Who knows? All the little details will happen eventually. I'm just happy that it's working. It honestly felt like for so long like I just didn't know what the hell I was doing. I'm going to make this a double. I kind of want to make this a double as well, but... Okay, we're going to make it a double. What I'm going to do is get rid of that. And then this needs to end in something. Maybe we can just make it end in a cliff. There we go. Yeah. This is a bit of a pain because it's only 1 wide. I can maybe build the cliff out there a little bit. We'll see what that looks like. Let's go stick the... Ugh. I've crushed so many flowers. It doesn't really matter if I crush any of them. Except, you know, it hurts my heart. I don't want to crush the flowers. I like this. It's cool. You gotta make it sexy. But if I just flatten... Wait, yeah. Is this curved down here? It is curved over there, but it doesn't have to be curved over here. They're not symmetrical anyway. They are different in shape. So, in theory, what we can do, in theory, is make that a straight edge. Not by doing that, that's not what I wanted to do. Come on, kid, come on. Just do that. Then delete it again. And do that. And then that. There we go. It's just, I think the fence looks better when it ends in a cliff, basically. What are you up to? Just having a nap. Why not, basically? Good lad. You speak my language. I've only got 2. I needed more hedge. Not much more, though. I'm excited about this ramp. Obviously, we're going to have to knock this cliff out a little bit. Do an entrance right here. But this is... Yeah, I really like how that looks. My one main problem with my island has always been this kind of lack of verticality where it doesn't feel like you're walking over one bit and there's something else over to the other side, like a little bit lower than you and stuff like that. But it's doing that really well now. That was a quick... Have you got like a foxtail? What's going on with you? You're an oddball book, aren't you? Like, I think if you weren't an original villager, I would not like you at all. But he's been here for so long, like... I can't get rid of him anymore. Any hoozle. With that pretty much done, actually. Like, there's not much else to do with the dig site area. I'm pretty happy with this whole shebang. I think it's looking pretty good. Maybe a couple more fossils, a couple more... Oh no, we'll do the path. Bear with me. Bear with me. No, it's on my Twitter. You're gonna have to bear with me for even longer. So I continue to be a hyper-professional YouTuber. Somebody very kindly messaged me. Charlotte. There you go. Charlotte, I appreciate it. And I'm just going to drag that over there. Professional YouTubing. And there's this path. It's like little dinosaur footprints. I think having that leading up to the museum will look really cool. So what we need to do is go visit the Label Sisters. Also, I still need to do something here. and to finish the hedgerow above these shops. Also, I've realised that this shop over here has this cliff here, whereas this shop over here doesn't have a cliff. Is that okay? Am I okay with that? Or do I want a cliff here as well? I think I want a cliff here as well. Kind of like wraps them, you know? Like in a big earthy hug, which is the greatest type of hug. I think we all know that. Stop hunting me down. Oh, I put my cap on the display, as you can see in the top left. Why am I clicking reply? The idea being, like, your villagers can pick up random items from here, and I think if they're your own, they're a lot more likely to do it. So, eventually, we could have a villager wandering around in a Jurassic Park cap, which would be pretty cool. Now, this dino footprint thing is on stone on the one I'm looking at, but it does say pixel template included. So what I'm hoping that means is there's like a version with just a shadow, or we can color it in to make it look like the dirt, basically. Let's give it a go. 5765. The reason I like doing this on video, now that I think about it, I only just kind of came to this conclusion. If any of you wanted to use these same patterns, you can just copy this from the video, you know? 2470, 2470. I think that's right, so if you want to use this yourself for the dino footprints, you can just pause that and copy that down. And hopefully, we find our creator. And this is by bramblescrossing.tumblr.com. They're the actual designer, and this one else hooked me up with her. Right, so you see what my problem is here. And it still look great, and they look great. Maybe it'll look okay in the dirt. I'm not sure. Maybe we can colour it in ourselves? I quite like the idea of these stone borders for around... I'm just going to grab a couple of these as well. I'm curious, like, if they'll look good on the arched path, which I assume is, well, the arched path or the other. But let's just grab these. I'm a little worried about my lack of space. I have no space left at all. I'm not worried about my lack of space. I have no space. This is actually ridiculous. I'm going to have to think about this. I don't need that anymore. Life is pain. Okay. They really need to give us more slots. 50 is not enough. Or they need to let you remove things. As in, like, if I could remove these and not have it disappear from my island, that would be great, but that's not the case. It does literally remove or, like, replaces the pattern on the ground, so... I don't know, this might not work anyway, so might not be a big deal. We'll give it a go. Give it a go. Right, I know I don't need these. I don't know what this means by pixel pattern. What do you mean? Pixel template. Am I missing something? Stonks. Yeah, I have no idea. Oh well. Let's give it a go. Maybe it's not something we want to include anyway, and I can save those slots, and that's not a big deal. I actually like the moss as well. I can see it on their picture. Oh wait, whoops. And it's like just like the moss kind of like the grass kind of like leans over the path a little bit. It's kind of what I always mean, like the gap is always going to be there. You're always going to have this problem where there's always like a grassy edge. So if you lean into it and make that grassy edge much more obvious, then it actually becomes better. The problem is when the gaps are very subtle. You need clear, obvious differences for things to work. Let's give this a go. I'm very aware of how much work this would take. So we want the left one. Okay, that's not right. A little bit to the left. There we go. Let's try that again. Okay. Am I being stupid? It's a very real possibility, don't get me wrong. Okay. On the plus side, I don't have to worry about that anymore. About that taking up room, because... yeah, maybe it's... I don't really have an explanation for that one. Doesn't work. Maybe it works on single width paths only. Maybe I'm being an idiot. There's always a very real chance of that being the case. Let's see what these footprints look like. Not really convinced this is going to work either, just because it is stone. I think they look pretty cool, but... I don't know, actually. I'm not convinced by it. I'll tell you what, I'll leave it there a little bit, and you guys can... Well, you've seen it anyway. You can judge. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I don't think I like it. I think it's too obvious. I think I need, like, a dirt textured path. Maybe it doesn't... No, it does. It needs something. This middle bit is just... I can't put items here because you won't be able to walk by, right? But it needs something. Maybe there's a certain plant we can get that'll look good on the dirt. Maybe even weeds would look okay. Maybe I can find, like, just a ground texture that we can put on just to make this look a little... It's just too basic right now. I just want it to look a little bit more interesting. Maybe even like the little rocks I've already got. Let's have a little... What about these rocks? They're a bit big, but... Yeah, that could work. Let's have a little think about that. Do let me know what you think in the comments down below. Right. Oh, you're a bad tree. I'm going to move you. Bad tree. Again, looks like a zombie trying to high-five me. Which is both terrifying and a dream simultaneously. It's very confusing for me. Okay. We need our rod, and we're going to do a little fishing to finish things off. Is this a oh, jewel beel. Is this a river or a pond? Let me check. For it to be a river... No, that's actually a pond. Rivers have to be connected to a flowing water source. That either has to be a waterfall or the edge of the map, basically. So this is our little river, and we are going to try to catch ourselves a rainbow fish. Let me just make sure I'm doing this correctly. I'm a little bit paranoid. That's I'm going to waste like 100 bait on something that doesn't exist. Rainbow fish river, May to October, 9 AM. Okay, we should be okay. Alright, in theory. It's not even rare. I just haven't really fished for it. Let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. There we go. Tiny. That's the size we're looking for right there. Okay. On the plus side, because it's not a rare fish or anything like that, it should be pretty easy to catch. I can do it on video. So we can chill. Wait, is that small or a tiny? I'm not convinced anymore. Ah, it's a tiny. Look at the little guy. It can be hard sometimes. I think how accurately you can judge the shadow size is partly dependent on, you know, where you're standing and all that kind of jazz. Like that kind of looks like a small to me, but I imagine any smaller than that it would look ridiculous. So it must be a tiny. Come here, buddy. Once we've got this guy. I take back everything I said. I don't understand. I don't. I actually fundamentally don't get it. Am I just terrible? Fishing, I mess up. I've caught everything I wanted so far, admittedly, but it always takes a little longer than it should. I do screw up. And that's hard for me to admit. These are small, by the way. That was a small right there, so I know what I'm looking for at least. Small. Tiny. I just have to shut up when actually doing the fishing. That's the key. I can't talk and fish. Okay. What did you just do, Grizzly? Oh, look at his glasses. He's a proper grumpy old man. What I'm concerned about is because rainbow fish is probably rarer than the tetra, and therefore, whenever you lose a fish, you always kind of assume... Like, I never lose a bass, you know, a sea bass is always going to be caught. So if you do lose a fish, you always kind of assume it's the one you really wanted. Otherwise you wouldn't have lost it, you know? Guppy. I'm getting some cool little fish. Not the one I want. I don't really mind burning through all the bait and stuff like that. There's only 4 fish left, so every fish is really important right now. Cheers, Buck. I appreciate the support. Is it 4? Rainbow, no, golden trout, rainbow fish, barrel eye. Oh, wait, what are you? You're tiny. Barrel eye, rainbow fish, golden trout. Oh, Ranchu goldfish. Yeah. Hooray! Right, so I can come back now. Okay. Hello. Rainbow fish, I think. I assume. It turns out... So I was getting a little frustrated why I wasn't catching this fish. Well, let's read the pun first. Where's my pot of goldfish? Very clever, my friend. Very clever. I was getting a little bit frustrated why I wasn't catching this fish. I thought, if it's a 1-star fish, surely it's going to show up. It turns out my app, whatever it is I'm using to... the one I've mentioned a couple of times that I'm using to track these things, if I have a look at it, I'm going to check it again right now, but it says it's rarity 1 star. It's not, it's rarity 4 star. So I went in with very different expectations on how likely I was to catch this fish. It turns out it's actually pretty bloody rare, so we're going to go hand it into Blathers right now, just in case, you know, we don't want something bad to happen. And I'll call it successful. 3 fish left to go. I am going to focus on the trout next, just because the trout is the only one that's leaving this month, I think. When does a goldfish leave? Yeah, check that as well. I will multitask. I can do that. Sort of. Oh, Ranchu goldfish is all year, so... Yeah, the golden trout is definitely the next priority. And we are 3 fish away from actually being allowed inside the aquarium. We are banned from the aquarium until we've got them all. It is a rainbow fish. Tell me all about it, buddy. Tell me all about it. Tropical fish known for its metallic colours and beautiful fins. 50 different species, each a unique and pleasing colour. Very pleasing, apparently. Does make me wish... Aww. No, you're beautiful, buddy. Don't you worry about it. What's wrong with an underbaked brownie? Cheers, bud. You always get so happy. It's nice donating things one at a time and getting to hear all about them. I'm going to do that more often. See you later. Right, okay. Successful episode. I think we've redone our dig site a little bit. I think it looks a lot better. Still needs a little bit more work when the ramp comes in, but I'm happy with it, generally speaking. And we got a rainbow fish. So what I'll try to do... I've got a little bit of bait left, so what I'll try to do is maybe go for the golden trout later on today. It doesn't spawn until 4 PM. And that can be the start of the next video. I was meant to do that today, and I just couldn't be bothered yesterday, basically. And the day before that, I did actually try and just didn't catch the trout, so... Other than that, what are we going to do next? What is our next big project? Basically, what is the next step? I don't know. We've just finished the current one, essentially. Get rid of all that rubbish. Oh, 3 to go. It feels good. It does. It feels nice. I'm happy. So, what is the next step? This needs something as well. Like, I can't just have that curve there with nothing there. You know what I mean? Same over here. It just looks a bit odd. I'm tempted to make it straight and then fill those areas in with something else. We need to do that. But what's our next big thing? This whole area, I have hiccups. That's gonna get flattened. I don't know what we're gonna put in here at all. I have no ideas at all at this point in time. Literally zilch. This whole area on the right as well. Okay. This whole area here is obviously gonna get turned into something, but we don't really know what that is. I know this is gonna be like the park area, but I do need to do a lot of clearing for that to happen. Did not mean to do that at all. I'm used to the map being in the bottom left. The campsite's basically done. I'm pretty happy with the campsite. It needs a little bit of horror, love, but it's near enough there. That's a path up there. I don't know what... I don't actually know what we're doing. We're like a couple of days away from being able to work on the bottom right where all the houses are. I guess we could prep for that. Like, by tomorrow, there's only going to be one house left. So in 2 days' time, there's going to be no houses there. So that's what we're going to do in 2 days' time. Right? Yeah, we're going to start working on that area, the whole neighbourhood in the bottom right. So we're going to plan that out. And I've got a pretty nice idea, I think, for what I want that to look like. Other than that, I don't really know. Interesting. like I don't know what we're doing. What's my next idea? What's the next big step? I don't know, we'll figure it out. I guess. Let's knock off our Critterpedia little thingamajiggy here. There it is, looking lovely, big old eyes. Super cute. And that is where we'll end things. So hopefully next video will A, get a golden trout, and B, I will think whatever the bloody hell it is I actually want to do to carry on. I just need to stare at the map for a little while. Anyways, I can do that on my own. So, thank you so much for joining me. Any suggestions, feel free to hit me up. You know, behind the shops, we don't know what's going there. To the area to the northwest of the campsite, we don't know what's going there. There's room everywhere for fun little things. So, feel free to hit me up. I will see you lovely folks next time, though. Thank you very much for joining me. Cheers much love as always. Bye-bye.